Have you ever felt the desire for improvement deep within you? Maybe you've even aimed for mastery or at least reaching the pinnacle of your abilities. It's a common aspiration, isn't it? However, let's admit that improvement isn't handed to us on a silver platter. You're probably well aware of this, perhaps even from personal experience. During your pursuit of progress, some days probably felt tougher than others, and it's natural, of course. But have you noticed something intriguing? Sometimes, in your determination to get better, you might end up making those challenging days even harder than they need to be. Think about it. When you're facing difficulties, is your instinct to push yourself forcefully? You might trick yourself into believing it's productive, at least for a while, but sooner or later, reality hits you. The quality of your work doesn't soar as you hoped it would. In the end, you throw in the towel. What follows is a familiar cycle. You berate yourself for not meeting your perceived quota of effort, leading to feelings of inadequacy and guilt for not achieving the productivity level you think you ought to. And here's the twist. These emotions spiral into stress. They distort your self-image. And as if that wasn't enough, they become hurdles that obstruct your future productivity. There is a fascinating concept that brings a spiritual perspective to this cycle of striving and struggling. It is the law of reversed effort. In the realm of spiritual wisdom, the law of reversed effort suggests that when we overly strive, when we clutch tightly to outcomes, the natural flow of things becomes disrupted. It's like grasping sand in your palm. The tighter your grip, the faster it slips away. Similarly, when you approach your journey of growth with tension and force, the very essence of improvement seems to elude you. The concept, known as the law of reversed effort, was initially brought to light by the author Aldous Huxley through his writings. He wrote, "The harder we try with the conscious will to do something, the less we shall succeed. Proficiency and the results of proficiency come only to those who have learned the paradoxical art of doing and not doing, or combining relaxation with activity, of letting go as a person in order that the immanent and transcendent unknown quantity may take hold." Huxley suggests a paradoxical art, the harmonious union of doing and not doing. This sounds almost contradictory, but it mirrors the yin-yang philosophy of Eastern thought, where seemingly opposing forces interplay to create a harmonious whole. In the context of the law of reversed effort, it implies that when we relax and release our attachment to outcomes, we open ourselves to the flow of universal energy. By letting go of our ego-driven need to control, we create space for the immanent and transcendent forces of the unknown to guide us. The law of reversed effort holds a certain truth that resonates not only in spiritual contexts but also in psychological and therapeutic practices. That's because the roles of the conscious and subconscious mind are pivotal when considering this law. The conscious mind is where our intentions, plans, and deliberate actions originate. We consciously set goals, work diligently, and make focused efforts to excel. However, if we approach this pursuit with excessive force and determination, the subconscious mind might interpret our efforts as a sign that the desired outcome is somehow elusive or even threatening. Imagine aspiring to master a skill, like playing an instrument. If you approach practice sessions with an intense, almost strained effort, the subconscious might pick up on the anxiety or tension behind that effort. Paradoxically, this can hinder your progress rather than enhance it. When inquired about their process, only a handful of athletes can articulate their thoughts during significant performances. Contrary to what one might expect, the world's finest athletes do not engage in conscious thinking when they're operating at their peak. Amidst the intensity of action, their minds are serene and unburdened. In addition to this internal tranquility, their outward display appears gracefully unstrained. To the observer, the fusion of their mind and body seems like a dance of perfect harmony, executed with such ease. It's a symphony of seamless coordination, effortlessly weaving together their physical and mental realms. This phenomenon extends beyond athletes. In these moments, there's a spiritual resonance, a unity with the present moment that transcends the realm of thought. The mind's chatter recedes, making space for an unadulterated connection to the task at hand. This can be seen as a state of alignment with the universe's flow, where action flows through the individual rather than being forced by them. This spiritual synchrony permeates all facets of life. Just as a musician loses themselves in the melody, a painter in the strokes of a canvas, and a thinker in the dance of ideas, each pursuit can become a meditation, a sacred merging of the doer and the deed. The essence of the law of reversed effort revolves around the art of stepping aside from your own path, so to speak. It entails releasing the tendency to inundate your mind with incessant thoughts, a process that can often be sluggish and laden with discomfort. Instead, it beckons you to embark on a journey of embracing your innate intuition, a swift and profound force that dwells within you. Intuition is not merely a fleeting notion, it's a potent force that exists within every individual. It's like a whisper from your higher self, a whisper that resonates beyond the confines of conscious reasoning. This intuitive wisdom is swift. It transcends the sluggish pace of rational thought and propels you directly to insights and actions that align with your deepest knowing. Don't believe me. Please don't. Try it out instead. The next time you encounter a decision, whether it's something as simple as continuing to watch this video or not, consider this approach. Just bring the decision into your awareness and then gently release it, allowing your mind to relax and engage in other activities. It's an experiment in creating space within your mind. And if you're willing to step aside, you might be surprised by what happens. You might discover that answers or alternative perspectives emerge seemingly out of nowhere after a period of quiet reflection. In this practice, you might find yourself unlearning something that was holding you back, and in that process you might uncover a latent power that has been within you all along. It's a power that might have been obscured by the constant barrage of thoughts you believed were necessary. After all, the most profound truths often reveal themselves when we step away from what we think we know and allow the universe to speak to us in its own language. I hope the insights shared here have ignited a spark of curiosity and reflection within you. If you've found resonance with the ideas discussed, leave a comment below with your insights, questions, or experiences related to the topics discussed. Thank you, and see you in the next video.